Hey guys, so I put up a still of David Cornsweet in full Superman suit and got so many hits on it, and a lot of people not agreeing with this casting. Controversial castings are not new in the Hollywood game, and some of us have actually regretted saying, "Damn, that dude! I can't believe they casted that guy. They could have found somebody better." Right? So here are the top 5 controversial castings that turned out pretty freaking good. And let's go with number 5. I'm gonna start with Gal Gadot. First of all, her as Wonder Woman, nobody wanted that. One, she's not like this buxom beauty and physically fit and all this other stuff that we're accustomed to seeing Wonder Woman, portray as, especially in the 70s with Linda Carter. Now, obviously, she wasn't as fit, but yeah, she played the part pretty damn well. So, Gal Gadot came in, best known for her roles in the Fast and the Furious franchise, came in and actually killed it. She killed it. She was freaking great in Batman vs. Superman, and her movie grossed over $800 million as far as a standalone Wonder Woman film. That is she did so freaking well in that movie, and now, you fast forward to now, nobody wants to see her go. So, yeah, we definitely regret that casting, but, that outrage of that casting, I'm so freaking thrilled for her. Hopefully, it did make a career out of it, but even more so, but hopefully we get to keep her. Yeah. So number 4, I'm going to go with Ben Affleck. Mallrats, chasing Amy to Batman. That's what everybody was thinking. They were all, saying, the jerk from Mallrats? Like, no way. And all this other crap that they were talking. But hey, let's talk about The Town. Let's talk about his fantastic work in Argo. Arguably one of the best films of 2012. I absolutely loved him, as far as that movie, and I think that he has progressed himself so much as an actor that him being Batman, even though at first it was kind of suspect, but at the end, he made a pretty damn good Batman, and actually not a bad Bruce Wayne, I thought. Obviously an Oscar winner for Good Will Hunting and for Argo, and all of that has translated really well as far as him being an actor and well-rounded Hollywood figure. I love him as Batman. I really thought he deserved more screen time in The Flash, but it is what it is. Hopefully we hopefully we see him at least one more time, but we'll see. Top Batman fight scene ever put to film belongs to Ben Affleck. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Robert Downey Jr. Unfortunately, he had his addictions. He had his afflictions, whether it was drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be, led him to jail time. And even though pretty much Less Than Zero was borderline semi-autobiographical for him, he has turned out some pretty good performances, especially having an Oscar nod for Chaplin. But still questionable casting. A lot of people didn't know whether or not they wanted him to be Iron Man, Tony Stark. Favreau put all that trust in him, and he knocked it out of the effing park to the point where Robert Downey Jr. is the heart and soul of the MCU. If his performance does not knock it out of the park for freaking Iron Man, the MCU doesn't start. None of this happens. Superhero movies in general don't happen without the success of Iron Man. So yeah, I'm crediting Robert Downey Jr. for that. That was, it was interesting casting at the time, but now you just can't see anybody else playing that part. Number 2 is Heath Ledger. You make a movie like Brokeback Mountain, and then you think back to 10 Things I Hate About You. Nobody wanted this. People were flat out like, no, I don't want this at all. And he turned it into an Oscar-winning performance that to this day, off the top of my head, no comic book character has ever won an Oscar outside of the Joker. Nobody. Joaquin did also a fantastic job, the latest one to do it as a best actor, to where Ledger got it as a supporting, but it doesn't matter. Ledger's the first, so he's immortalized forever as the Joker, and it's just absolutely fantastic. He is perfection in that role, and yeah, I understand why they questioned it, but nobody will ever question that again. And finally, number 1 is Michael Keaton as Batman. In the 80s, he was known for Mr. Mom, Night Shift, Gung Ho, Johnny Dangerously, those type of movies. So selecting him to be the Cape Crusader, yeah, a lot of people didn't see that. Jack Nicholson was perfectly cast in a lot of people's eyes, but Michael Keaton had his doubters. And now, all these years later, he's still rocking the cowl. He stole every damn scene in The Flash. He's still kicking ass. And he actually had a better fight scene than he did in the 80s. Now, so Michael Keaton still has it. Michael Keaton will forever be Batman. I cannot stress that enough. He is perfection. He's the GOAT to a lot of people as far as the character of Batman. And Christian Bale still gets Bruce Wayne. I think he's the best Bruce Wayne. But Michael Keaton as Batman, absolutely fantastic. Let's see how David Cornswet does in his role as Superman. I don't think that it's gonna be as bad as people think. James Gunn is a pretty competent director, and he made Chris Pratt into a star, and he turned a lesser known property like Guardians of the Galaxy into a freaking phenomenon, and arguably the best comic book movie of 2023 so far. So yeah, gotta put some trust into it. I'm not ready to turn it down or doubt it right now. Still think Henry Cavill should have stayed as Superman, but hey, they got Superman light, they got Cavill light, so there you go. Leave your comments below and let me know if there are any controversial castings that you got that you wanted to throw out there, and did you like this casting choice for the new Superman in Superman Legacy?